Here are 2 ways to make your crochet stitches look like knitting. The first technique has to be done in the round, and it's really just a variation of the single crochet stitch, while the other technique is worked flat without turning your work, which means you're always facing the front of your fabric. When you're working a regular crochet stitch, you're inserting your hook between the 2 stitches from the previous round. For the split variation, we're putting our hook through the center of the stitch. This will be really difficult if you don't adjust your tension. So when you first pull your yarn through, take a little more yarn than you normally would before you yarn over to pull through the 2 loops on your hook. This will start to feel more natural once you get used to adjusting your tension, and you'll still end up with a very dense fabric that looks like a knit stockinette stitch. So, if you wanted to add a flat section to a round shape, you'd start by counting the loop on your hook as 1 stitch. A Tunisian cast-on is done by inserting your hook through a chain or single crochet stitch and then pulling the working yarn through. But then, without finishing that stitch, doing the same thing on the next single crochet. Each loop on your hook will count as 1 stitch. Once we're done casting on, we're going to yarn over and pull through just that first loop. For the rest of the loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through 2 at a time, repeating that sequence until you get to the end of the row. Now, you're back down to 1 loop on your hook, and the stitches look a bit different than before. We're still going to insert the hook into the center of each stitch, so adjust your work to find the center and cast on 3 more stitches just like you did before. When you get to the last stitch, make sure you insert your hook under both of those sidebars. Again, you're going to start with a yarn over and pull through 1, and for the rest of the row, yarn over and pull through 2 until you've only got 1 loop left on your hook. From the front, it's hard to tell these 2 stitches apart, but from the back, you can definitely tell which is which. I have a lot of fun going back and forth between these 2 techniques, and they're great for building clothes, toys, and accessories.